Hello, happy spring everyone there on YouTube. This is Lynn, or In Matches Out is my name on YouTube. And slowly but surely my in is starting to match my out. Today is March 21st. No, I'm sorry, it's 20th. And it's first day of spring and everything here in northern Nevada is starting to bloom. Grass is starting to turn green. There's still mountain or snow up on the mountains, but it's starting to change, and this is one of my favorite times of the year, so I'm excited. But let's see, it's been 17 days since my surgery, and my highest weight was 252. My surgery weight was 241.1, and today I weighed 231.1. So my pre-op diet, I lost about 11 pounds in that time. The pre-op, I only had to do pre-op for 5 days, so I lost like a lot of weight really quick right in that time. And then in the time after surgery, I've lost only about 10 pounds, but I lost all of that really quick too. Like I'm kind of I don't want to say it's my first stall that everyone talks about, but I think it is my first stall. I think my body just got shocked and lost a whole bunch really quick because I'm down total 21 pounds. And so I think my body just lost a whole bunch really quick, and now it's kind of like, whoa, we need to chill out. So I've been weighing myself on Monday and Thursday. I'm trying not to weigh myself every day because it's maddening when you weigh yourself and you haven't lost anything. So first of all, how am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. The first week was pretty rough. I posted a video about 3 days after surgery. I feel normal. Like last Thursday, so a week ago today, was the first day that I woke up and felt kind of normal, if you will. I didn't feel like I just had surgery. And I had my pre-op appointment that day, and everything went well. My incisions are healing really nicely. 2 of them have some scabs that kind of hurt, but I've just been putting a Band-Aid on them, and others, my pants end up like rubbing against them. So right now, that's the most uncomfortable thing. Last night, well, first, let me tell you what I'm eating right now, because I think everyone's diets are a little different depending on your surgeon. I'm having decaf coffee, and there's no way I could drink all this, but I've been sipping on it for probably an hour and a half now, and I just have decaf coffee. I have a little bit of milk in there. I'm supposed to use non-fat, but I used the 2% because the non-fat is just too thin in coffee. And then I've been using, Truvia? I think that's what it's called, in there for a little sweetness. But so here's a list. I call this my Bible. It tells me everything I can have and do. So here's what I can have until Monday. And then on Monday, I move on to the next phase, which is smooth foods. But right now, I can have, everything has to be sugar-free or low-fat. I can have non-fat or 1% milk, creamed soups, and I have discovered every soup known to man that I like and don't like. I'm a fan of tomato soup, cream of potato, broccoli cheese. Oh, I have a cream of chicken in there I'm going to try today. I haven't had that yet. I don't know why. It just sounded bad, but it'll probably be good. I can have protein drinks. I can have cream of wheat, cream of white rice, or blenderized oatmeal because it's too thick by itself. Thinned mashed potatoes, sugar-free yogurt, or plain non-fat yogurt. But I talked to the dietitian, and she said I can have the light, like non-fat yogurts that are flavored. So I've been having those, the Greek ones, because they have more protein. And then sugar-free popsicles. And of course, I can have water and low-cal Gatorade and Crystal Light and broth. V8, I love V8. I'm only allowed to have up to 6 ounces of that a day, though. And then I can have sugar-free Jell-O. So I've discovered I really like Jell-O again. It also says you can have flat diet soda with no carbonation, but why in God's name would you have flat soda? That's like the worst thing ever. So on a typical day right now, I'm getting between 300 and 400 calories, which sounds crazy because I can't even fathom before I had surgery how many calories I was eating. But so on a typical day, I will have either cream of wheat for breakfast with a little bit of fat-free milk in it, or I make it with fat-free milk, and then when it's done, I'll sprinkle a little bit of the sugar-free calories. The stevia, the calorie-free sugared, whatever it's called, stevia on there, and that's pretty good. Or I'll have a protein drink, but those are kind of my two go-tos right now. Yesterday I did have a Greek yogurt for breakfast though, and I don't eat the whole thing. I can eat most of it, but most of them have fruit on the bottom, and that's probably too much sugar right now for me, so I just eat the yogurt and avoid the sugar. And then we're going to call it lunch, I'll have usually a soup, and usually it's about a half cup of soup. Let me get my little bowl. It looks really small, but this is about a half cup of soup. So there's my hand. So I usually have that for lunch. And then in the afternoon, I'll have, God, what do I have in the afternoon? Either a yogurt or some more soup or a protein shake, one of the few things I'm allowed. And then for dinner, again, I'll have either a soup or a protein shake or something like that. Right now, the hardest part is just the lack of variety, because there's not a ton of soups that I like. So like yesterday, my daughter and I were out running errands, and we went to Chili's for lunch. And of course, I can't really eat anything, but they have soup. So I tried the chicken enchilada soup, and it has a ton of chicken in it, so I didn't eat any of that. And they did have cheese sprinkled on top. And so I just sipped the broth, and that was okay. My stomach felt a little fuller than normal after that, and I'm still figuring out what full feels like, because it doesn't feel, sorry, my incisions itch a little bit. It doesn't feel like it used to full. It's a very different feeling. And then on occasion, well, not occasion, but last night was my first experience with forgetting that you had surgery. And I didn't forget, but instead of mashed potatoes, I've been making a baked potato and just mashing it up really good and taking really small bites and then like mushing it in my mouth until it's pretty much liquid. And the thing I found about that I really like is you can get the plain Greek yogurt. It's just like sour cream, but it has a ton of protein. So I've been having like half of a baked potato, almost a whole one sometimes, depending on how big it is. And then I'll do a little bit of the Greek plain yogurt and a little salt and pepper, and that's pretty good. But last night I took a bite that was too big, and I realized it like right as I swallowed it. Oh man, it was so uncomfortable. Like you could feel it just like stuck, wherever my stomach is down there. And I took little sips of water trying to push it down, and it wouldn't go anywhere. And I kept like burping. Sorry to be gross, but I did. Like I kept like burping, like hoping, okay. And after every burp, I did feel a little better. So I was like, okay, good. Well, then probably 10 minutes after that bite, I still wasn't feeling too hot. So I got up and started walking around, and then I was like, oh, you're going to throw up. So soon after, I went to the bathroom and threw up the little bit of potato that I had. And of course felt much better. And then I waited probably 10 minutes, and then I ate the rest of my potato and was just super careful to have super small bites. So that was my first experience of, taking too big of a bite or whatever. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you guys? The nice part is, even though I'm only down 21 pounds, clothes are fitting better, of course. My shirts that I haven't been able to fit into are fitting better. And that's such a plus. Like that in itself, if the scale doesn't go down much more quickly, it's such a relief to put on a shirt that you haven't worn in a while, and it's not skin tight or super uncomfortable. So that's a positive. The other thing I've noticed, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but my neck, because I'm a pear shape, so I'm thinner up here and big old hips and thighs. But so I've started to lose it in my neck. I don't know if you can see it, but like there's in certain lights, you can see like the loose kind of skin. So I'm hoping that will tighten back up. And from what everyone says, it will. I've had 2 experiences or social events where there was food involved, and I will tell you, those are hard. If I physically was unable to eat those foods, I would have eaten because that's my history. And so last Friday we went to a bingo tournament for our friend's daughter's softball team, and there was some really good looking food. And so here I am sitting, and I have a friend right here and my husband on the other side of me, and they're eating. And it really stunk. You know, I wonder if I should turn the phone that way. Would that be better? All right, we'll just do it this way. Sorry. So that was hard. And then on Sunday, we had a funeral to go to, and they had this full like gourmet spread at the place where it was. And the gentleman that passed away was an executive chef at one of the big casinos here, and man, they didn't spare any expense. That buffet was phenomenal. It was like something you'd expect at a really expensive wedding. And so here I am again, sitting at a table with all these people surrounding me, and none of them knew that I had just had surgery. So I did go and get a little bit of pasta and put it on my plate and just kind of moved it around a little so I didn't look completely abnormal. And I did take 2 bites of the pasta to just see how it went, and it was okay. The pasta itself was probably fine, but I'm sure the sauce that was on it was probably high in fat and calories. So the 2 little pieces of pasta that I had, I almost really soon after I felt not sick. It wasn't sick, but I kind of felt like, ugh, you probably shouldn't have eaten that. And it was such a small amount. I mean, we're talking like 2 little noodles, like each like the size of a nickel maybe. But either way, it was fine. And then tomorrow night I have my bunko group, and everyone, we call it drunko because everyone just drinks and eats, and it's a fun group, but I'm a little worried about that. And again, physically, I know I cannot do it, so I won't, but it's your head telling you, man, this really sucks. You can't eat and drink and do all that. But then I keep telling myself this is temporary and I'm going to be fine. I just need to get through these first few months. My surgeon said it takes about 6 weeks for everything to heal in there, because I do feel a little bloated still in my stomach area. And he said that things tend to be a little swollen inside for almost 6 weeks. So, I still have 3.5 weeks to hit the 6-week mark. So, the next thing I want to share with you is on Monday, that will be 3 weeks after surgery, and I get to start my smooth foods diet. And I am super excited about this because I feel like my options are unlimited, because here's all my options right now. And here, look at all those options. That's everything I'm allowed. These are everything to avoid. I'll kind of go over a little bit with you. The things that I'm allowed. Oh, my pants are too tight. That's what I mean. Like, things are still kind of swollen inside. So when I sit too long, I feel like it crunches everything down in my insides and it kind of hurts. So here's what I'm allowed starting Monday. Lots of different proteins, but it has to be a lean meat, and it has to be strained or pureed. I don't know about you, but that sounds really crappy. So I'm probably going to avoid the lean meats altogether until I can just eat them, because I have no desire to put a turkey breast in the blender. Ugh, that sounds so gross. I'm allowed scrambled eggs. So excited about that one. Low-fat cottage cheese. Of course, yogurt still. Of course, I can have mashed potatoes. I can have unsweetened applesauce. Unsweetened pureed fruit, which I probably won't do that because that looks a little bit like baby food. I can have pureed vegetables. Probably won't have those either, just because, I don't know. That's baby food, and I have had it, and it's not good. I I can have low-fat or non-fat mayonnaise. I'm not sure where I would have it, though, because if I'm not having a sandwich or something, I don't eat mayonnaise. I'm sorry, my home phone just rang. I'll try to quiet it. Sorry. I can have salad dressings, but again, I can't have salad, so what's the point? Cream cheese, sour cream, and small amounts of butter. And then again, I can still have, of course, my soups and miscellaneous. You can add in herbs and spices and salt and pepper, but I'm a cheater and I've already been doing that. And then it says I can have sugar-free non-dairy creamer. So I'm looking forward to adding back in my French vanilla sugar-free coffee creamer. So the things to avoid, everything I love. Let's see. Fried meats and eggs, sausages, anything with skin on it, flours, breads, pastas, pastries, donuts, cold cereals, crackers. And I'd have to tell you, like all the food, like it would be really awesome right now to have a cheese and crackers. I don't know why that sounds so good, but holy cannoli, some cheese and crackers right now would really be good. No pretzels or popcorns, no fruit juices, no whole or cooked or raw vegetables, and you have to avoid, well, I wouldn't have those right now anyway. No bacon. That's okay. I'll have that later. And avoid alcohol, nuts and seeds, candy, ice cream, syrups, jams, honey, and sugar. So that's kind of bummy. But, again, you get really, I've gotten used to the things that I can have, so I don't feel deprived. I really don't. Like physically, I don't feel hunger at all. Like that's the key. I have not felt hunger after the surgery at all. But my head sees everything that I used to love and is like, you want that. Okay, and then let's go on to what it looks like. Oh, they give you a sample menu here for my smooth foods period. And one of the things they have is tuna. They have 7 ounces of white albacore tuna in a pouch. Of course, you wouldn't eat all that at once, but, I can eat tuna all by itself, and it'll probably taste really good, actually. It'll be super flavorful compared to what I've had, but man, wouldn't it be nice to throw a little cracker under that tuna? And then weeks 6 to 8, I move up to pretty much anything you can eat. You still have to take super small bites, though. My servings are going to be between a half cup and a cup. And the key is chew everything really good so it doesn't get stuck. And again, they give you your list of everything to avoid, and of course, it's everything you want to eat. But that's okay. But my options are so unlimited at that point. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll probably do another update sooner than later. This is my longest one yet, and I'm sorry if I just rambled. But anyways, I hope everyone enjoys. Oh, let me show you one thing that's kind of nice. My jeans are super, super baggy, and that's nice. So let me show you. Well, I have them unbuttoned because of my stomach, because of my incisions, but so I don't know if you can see, but you see how baggy they are? They're not too loose on my waist yet, but they're baggy, so that's good. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great first week of spring wherever you live, and we'll be chatting soon. Take care.